as per discussion, we are going to start every Sunday around 6 o'clock. Some of the knowledge sharing, like some basics of Excel, some our planning related, all the like planning package, PMS preparation, EOT, and all the things. So this is our plan. So today, Usaid Bhai will explain some basic of Excel. So Usaid Bhai, please take a lead and start explaining.
Okay, thank you. Okay, everyone, Assalamu alaikum. I was expecting more candidates to
Waalaikumsalam.
join, but anyways, no worries. So I'll share my screen. Hope my screen is visible.
Yes, yes, it is visible.
Okay, so we will discuss today only the lookup. Okay, we have everyone every one of you know that we have three kind of lookups now, three types. Okay, one is Vlookup, another is Hlookup, and the next one and the latest one is the Xlookup. Hope everyone is aware. So this, as the name suggests, Vlookup, it deals with vertical data. Okay, if the data is vertical, then it will do the operations. If data is horizontal, we will use the Hlookup, and Xlookup is basically a combination of both, and that's why mostly preferred now is Xlookup because it does the job of Vlookup as well as Hlookup, and we do have some the syntax of Xlookup is also very easy as compared to other these two. Okay, so this is newly launched by Microsoft in the Excel. But earlier we were using Hlookup and Vlookup only, but now we have Xlookup available in our latest versions. So that's why we are going to this. But as a planning engineer, we should know the basics and for all of these three. Okay, so let us take an example and discuss it. Okay, for example, I have this sheet. So I have this column of date column where every week date is there. Okay, and in front of each date I have some planned percentage or actual percentage or any numbers whatever. Okay, and now my requirement is I have a other sheet like here for just example I created in the same sheet in other columns, but maybe example like these are present in your other some other tabs or some other Excel sheets, and you want to look up the data from here, like you have the long list of dates and plan percentage in front of dates. Here you need only plan percentage of these particular dates. Okay, so how we will do, see this is data is vertical, correct? So here two things can be used, either VLOOKUP or XLOOKUP. Okay, so let us do VLOOKUP and XLOOKUP both. Okay, so first we will do the XLOOKUP. So how it will be, like I will type XLOOKUP. So it will, the Excel always give us the syntax what to use. So first it is asking lookup value. So I want to look for this date, comma. It is asking for the lookup array. Okay, so what I will do, I will select this. I want to look from this column, and it wants return array, what you want in the return. So I will select this column. Okay, and I will click enter. So it will give me the result. I will make it as percentage. Okay, so if I will go to this data, 29th of November 2024, see this 1.83 is coming here. Okay, if I will just copy paste this number, this date, and I will paste it here, this will automatically change. Okay, and now what I have to do, I have to drag it down for all the dates. You got my point? And now let's suppose I will type this 26th of July. So it will give me NA. Why? Because the Excel can't find 26 July in this range. If you will go to downside, so we have 17 July, we have 24 July, we don't have 26 July. So it will give NA error. It means that this particular date is not available in the VLOOKUP in the lookup array. Okay. So to deal with that, what we can do, in the syntax itself, if you see, if you will click comma, it will ask you if not found. So you can tell Excel that if not found, then I want 0. So in that case, what it will do, it will, instead of giving NA, it will give you 0. Okay. Or else you can write it like I want blank. So instead of 0, it will give blank. Hope it is clear to everyone.
Yes, we got it very well.
Yes, yes.
So can you explain please about the VLOOKUP also in the same
Yeah.
method?
Yeah. So now I will use VLookup. This one was Xlookup. So Xlookup is simple and easy to use, but now we will use the VLookup in this column for the same result. Okay. So in the VLookup, what I will do, I will go to the cell, I will type VLookup. I will open the bracket. Again, it will ask for VLookup value. So I will select this number, comma. It will ask the table array. So if you remember in Xlookup, I selected only first column in the first instance, but here it needs table array. So I have to select the full table. Okay. Let's suppose your data is having 10 columns. So you have to select all the 10 columns. Okay. Then click comma. Now it is asking column index number. So one of the drawback of VLOOKUP is it will always work from like left to right hand side. You got like see here we have date. If you have your percentage in the column C, it will not work. Okay, you have to have the like uh, like what we want. It should be always at the right hand side. You got my point? So now what the second thing is column index number. So we have to count column one by one. This is another drawback of VLOOKUP. So we have to consider, see, our date is the VLOOKUP array. So date is the first column and the required result is the second column. So I have to type it here too. It will give you the result. Hope it is clear. See,
Yes.
Yes, yes.
yeah, so that is one. Let's suppose what I was trying to tell. Let's suppose instead of here, I will copy this and I will paste it here. Okay. So now if your data is like this, you can't use VLOOKUP. Why? Because can anyone tell why?
It should be on right side. Like,
Yes, so it should
no,
always be on right side. So your VLOOKUP table array, so VLOOKUP table array will start always from the lookup column. So our lookup column is date column. So I will start from date, and everything should be at right hand side so that the data will work. Otherwise, it will not work. So the interviewer may ask you the advantage of XLOOKUP over VLOOKUP. So first advantage is XLOOKUP can be worked on either horizontal or vertical data. First advantage. Second advantage, okay, we can use it either from right to left or left to right. It doesn't matter. But in VLOOKUP, we have to have the data always in the right. Okay. And let's suppose your data is very much, you have too much columns. Let's suppose I will open this sheet. Okay. I have here too many columns, you see, from right hand side to left hand side. So if I need to use VLOOKUP, so I need to count 1, 2 like this. Okay. You got my point? Let's suppose I want data for 17th of July or something like 4th of April. I need to take data. So you have to count like 1, 2, 4th April is coming in which column so that you can put it here. Because if you remember in VLOOKUP, we need to put this number manually, correct? So we need to count that number. But in Xlookup, there is no need of counting and everything. We need to only select that two columns and it will work. Hope clear?
Can you explain
yes,
once
yes,
again?
yes.
See, for example, what I will do, one second, I will copy. I will add some columns. Okay, let's suppose your database is like this. Okay, you have too many row columns here, A, B, C, D, and there are all columns have some data in it. You need is for each corresponding date, you need this data in your Xlookup file. Okay. So now see Xlookup is stopped is giving zero result. Why? Because I am telling it from this array F to L. You can see in the syntax F to L. From F to L, I am telling it to take data for the from the second column, correct? And my second column is empty. You got my point? So if I need this result, so what column index I need to give? So this is our first column. G is second column, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh. So I need to write it here what? 7. So I will get the result. You got my point?
Yes, yes.
So
So
this
this
is
is
the drawback. So you need to count. There are 7 rows. Okay, it's easy to count. But if you will deal with this much database, which is usual in our planning, our project generally runs for 4 5 years. So we will have too many weeks. So in that case, you need to go and count 1 2 3 4. And if you missed a column, and if you missed a column, and if you write some other index, it will give you other result instead of giving the exact date, exact result. You got my point? So that is one of the advantage of Xlookup over Vlookup. You got, I hope it's, and you're getting my point, okay?
yes, yes. Thank you.
Okay. So this was Xlookup and Vlookup, and other is our one we have Hlookup. Hlookup is horizontal lookup. Okay. So let me try to create a data for that. I will use this data only. I will delete now all this. Again, this will stop working because I am telling it go to 7th index, but from F to G there is only 2 columns, so it will give error. So I have to change it again to 2. Okay, but if you remember, if you see the here, if you see here, when I added column, Xlookup didn't had any impact on it. You got, everyone have might have noticed, right? See, again I will add once again, huh? I will again add a column. So see, VLOOKUP data got changed like 000, but XLOOKUP data is intact. It is not having any impact. Okay. Why? Because it is reading from that particular column only. If I will add again one more column, it will not have any impact, but VLOOKUP data will be hampered. Okay. So this is one more advantage of XLOOKUP. Okay. What my point? I will again see, I will delete. Then now Xlookup will start working, and will Xlookup will start always working, and VLOOKUP also started working. Okay, now I will copy this data and I will paste it as transform. Copy this data. I will place it as transform. Okay, and now I have some dates here. Let's suppose some date I have it here, 5th of July, and I have 26th July. I will let us discuss only for 2 dates. Okay, so now what I need. Okay, let me add one more sheet, and I will copy this to there. Okay, so you have now database like this. We have 2 dates, 5th July and 26th July, and in your other sheet you have the data like this. Like for each date we have some plan percentage, and you want to bring that percentage in front of that dates. But now instead of vertical data is horizontal, correct? So in this case we can use either Hlookup or Xlookup. Okay, so how to make it? Like again, I will try. We will do for Hlookup first. Hlookup. I will tell it wants Hlookup value. So I will tell him look up for this value, comma, table array. So go to your data sheet and select the full table. Okay, comma. Now row index number. So we have to count the row. So this date is the first row, and the result is in the second row. So I will type it here second. So it will start giving the data. Okay. And when you scroll it down, it will give the data for this number. Okay, and similar we can make it for using Xlookup. So how? Again, here the disadvantage of VLOOKUP, Hlookup is the data should be the data should always be in the downside of the lookup column. If okay, now let us make this using Xlookup. So I will write Xlookup. I will tell lookup value this column, this data, comma. I will go to the data sheet. I will select the full row, comma. Return array, I will select the return column. Sorry, return row. So it will give the data. So That's it. So hope like everyone understands this. And if you have any question or any doubt, you can ask anytime.
Thank you so much, Usaid bhai. You explained very well about the advantage and disadvantage as well as. Guys, if you have any queries, you can start. Anyone have any queries, any questions, you may ask. So before now, hello.
All clear, all clear.
Okay, thank you. So before now we all understand the basic high level of this all lookup, and easily we can give the answer to any interviewer. So once again, thank you, Usaid bhai, so much to deeply explain. So before leaving, just we will explain one to other like it's not a formula, it's any syntax. Just like how we can make a horizontal data in the vertical. If anyone new from here, and how to add the two data is one column, one row. So just simply I will explain. This is as an advantage. So guys, my screen is visible, guys.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So there is one in Excel. Suppose what is the use of this formula? So I'll tell what is the use of this formula. What we can do, like suppose the name is Shabab, and here in the another column it is eh, like that. We can use this one to add both. This one and this one, like that. So people can add the multiple if different name is there. So we can add like this. And the another in the lookup time, Sedvais was explaining, like there is lots of the thing mentioned, the June, July, August, like that. So how we can make it in vertical? So we have another formula, like we can use this function to use this one in the vertical as well as same for the horizontal. So this is a added to function of the Excel as advantage of this lecture knowledge sharing session. So Sidbhai, is there anything to explain or we can close it now? We reach our time.
Yeah, we can close it. I think less participants today. Let's continue next week, inshallah.
Yeah, inshallah, we'll do our next topics about the if some ifs and this count ifs. These all the things related to ifs and all. So
Yeah.
thank you guys to participate, and we'll see you next Sunday and on time, inshallah. Thank you all.
Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you
Assalamu
for
alaikum.
your time. Thank you.